How's everybody doing? I am, of course, Melina, and this is How's Your Mental Health with Melina and Beth. And who's that staring back at me?
You?
Other than me.
People don't know what I'm gonna do with her. She's the
Huh?
one looking. She's looking right at herself and don't know it.
I'm
Don't
also
understand.
looking at you. And who are you? Do you know who you are?
Not today.
Not today. What am I going to do with her, people? What am I going to do with her? uh, Today we're going to be talking about taking your mental health day. Sometimes you may need to take off a day of work, you may need to take off a day of school, you may need to take a break from your family. I mean, trust me, families get on our nerves. I mean, so it's okay to say you need a break. You don't have to be physically sick to
What?
say that.
Uh,
You can
you're
say,
freezing up again.
you are, on my end, you are.
Yeah, my end. You are.
I've got the cord hooked up.
Well, keep going. Maybe
Will
it's
get
okay
way
on the
out.
recording side.
All
Yeah,
right. Um, I lost my train of thought.
that was easy.
You know it's easy.
So easy.
I know I was talking about that. You don't have to be physically sick to have to take a break. You can be mentally tired, mentally drained. Um, and you don't even have to have like a mental health diagnosis to have a mental health day. Okay, we all need them. We are tired. We have children. We have jobs. We have families that need our attention. I mean, people are split in so many different directions, and you're only one person. So
We got
sometimes,
dogs. We have
huh?
cats that walk on us at 4 o'clock in the morning. We have some of you have children that walk on you at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I just want y'all to know that it's okay to say, I need a break. I can't do this right now. So I'm going to say no to this project. You don't have to say yes to everything. I mean, a lot of us are raised to say yes, 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 yes. But that tears us apart. And our number one priority is not our children, is not our families, is not our spouses. Our number one priority is ourselves. Because if we are not healthy, then we can't help nobody else. Plain and simple. Now, before we start, we're going to do a beautiful picture. At least it looks like it'll be a beautiful picture. We all like Beth's pictures. And it is a beautiful picture. It's a fairy tale picture. Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love you. She knew I would love that. I absolutely love it. I mean, you had the little shiny stones up to the little wedding area that's going to be the wedding for the parents and everything. I mean, all kinds of little things it could be. And you had the little sides where all the little fairies will sit. She's just looking at it.
I was thinking it was just walking up to a good place to picnic at.
Everybody already knows I have a very vivid imagination. I love it. I mean, it would be a perfect fairy tale scene. Very perfect fairy tale scene.
No. Okay.
Okay. All right. My first one, I don't want you to read it the way it's written. Okay. And I'll explain why when I put it up.
Ba-do-ba-do.
Now, this here says it's okay to have bad mental health days. I got a feedback. Bad mental health days does not mean the days are going to be bad, okay? Because you can take a mental health day and have a good day. You know, I mean, as an example, if you felt drained and you felt whatever, and you know that going somewhere boosts your energy and makes you feel whole, then you take that day and you go to this particular place, wherever it would be. I love the mountains and I love nature. Beth loves getting me out into the nature because she knows it helps me. And it is just because you're doing this for yourself, it doesn't necessarily have to be bad. Okay, I don't like that word bad. All right, it can be a good thing to get out, get away from people. You know, people kind of suck sometimes. I mean, to be honest,
Really?
people kind of suck sometimes. You know.
Shocking, shocking. You would say that. Shocking.
Well, I have a saying that I love dogs better than people. So.
Yep.
But don't think of it as something that's wrong to do, because it's not. Thankfully, I do believe people are incorporating mental health days more and more into their schedules. I have heard that even students, if they feel drained, they can take a mental health day. I would just caution on that, because sometimes students can abuse a privilege. So, and I guess workers can too. I mean, everybody's not as honest as they should be. So, but just know that if you need it, take it by all means. Don't try to be Superwoman or Superman or super student. You know, I mean, super mom. I mean, we are not super anything. It takes a toll on ourselves. And as I said before, our number one priority is ourselves. So let's get this other picture going. Ooh, that's raining. All right, raining colors. Yeah, I like it.
Oh God, we agree on something.
Oh no.
Something is wrong in the universe.
Oh,
What's happening?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
It's raining colors, but it's also, I don't know if you can see my cursor or not, but it's kind of like a wall right here. You know? You see
Now
it?
we can't see your cursor. You're gonna have to make that thing bigger.
It's big. I mean, it's big.
It's not as big as mine.
I think it's because it's on the your screen. This one's on your screen. Because
Yeah.
when it's on my screen, we can see it.
I can see mine right there.
That's because it's on your screen, and your cursor is tiny.
No, it's not. It's big.
It looks tiny in that black.
It's that big.
But anyway, there's like a wall. Beth, look, use your imagination, okay? What little
No.
you've got.
No.
Okay, let's see here. I'm going to get. I have a definition of mental health days. Okay.
Okay.
And we are going to put that up so that we can see it. And that way we know exactly what we're talking about. I love definitions, because that way we know what we're looking at. And why isn't, oh, there it is. Okay. All right. A mental health day is a day you take off from work or school. We already know that. And minimize your commitments and responsibilities. It's not a day you take off from work or school to do 5 and 10 other things that you can't get done if you're at work or school. Okay, this is a break from everything, all responsibilities. You can use this time to focus on relieving stress, relaxing, having fun, and preventing burnout. Now it says here, let me get on the right screen. It says here, while one day might not solve heavy underlying problems that lead to burnout, a mental health day off can provide a much needed break to pause, regroup, and come back with a greater levels of energy and a fresh, less stressed perspective. Like I said, can you see my cursor now, Beth?
Yeah.
Now that's why it's because I'm on my screen. That's why it is.
Mm-hmm. It would be nice if it was purple like mine, where it would show up better.
Mine, when it's off the paper, it's actually black.
Oh. Gotcha.
Now, notice it did not say you can use this time to tend to your grandchildren. It did not say you can use this time to clean a friend's house who needed it cleaned. It said to relieve your stress, relax, and have fun. Now, if cleaning is fun to you, that's okay. Because I love cleaning people's houses.
And I'm glad she does, folks. I'm glad she does.
But remember, we all need to have fun in our lives. We all need to have those days or even just an hour to just chill. That's my word. It's chill. It's lay back and close your eyes and don't think about anything. You know, I mean, in my opinion, in today's society, we always have to be on the go doing something. We even have our children in multiple activities while they're still in school. You know, I mean, they go to dance, they go to soccer, they go to football practice, basketball practice, cheerleading, all this stuff. When do they get time to be a child? You know, so I mean, we start out young having to multitask stuff. It's just, and we need to learn to have at least one day. I think one day a week where you don't do anything. Don't do nothing. Spend time as a family. Go out for a picnic. Go hiking, whatever, you know. But now this is just, of course, my opinion. So, but I think I like our next picture. Let me get this here off screen. I think I like our next picture. Another fantasy. That's like a portal into another dimension. Definitely.
Yeah, with a lot of amethyst.
Yep. And you know, amethyst is supposed to be really relaxing. So if they're coming into this dimension where the amethyst is at, there'll probably be a nice, relaxed, mellow type scenery or feeling, you know. But who knows what's on the other side? You know, the other side may be the complete opposite.
I know you could be walking into New York City traffic.
Yeah, I've heard. Now, I've never done it, but because I'm from New York, not New York City, but I'm from New York, I know about the city. But I've heard that Atlanta is bad too.
Oh, yeah, it is.
So, I mean,
I've ridden with family down there. Oh, God, they scared the crap out of me driving.
Well, when I was a kid, we went on a tour bus to New York City to the Yankee Stadium and the Shea Stadium. And I just kind of looked out the window and I just seen like mobs and mobs and mobs of people. And because I'm from the country. I am from New York, does have country, and I'm from the country. And I was like shocked. I was like 12 years old. I was like, where did all these people come from? But there's more taxis than there were cars, like personal cars, you know. And I think that's because nobody wants to try to drive in it. But yeah, that was an experience for me because, like I said, I'm from the country. But I like this picture. You're gonna have to save this picture for me, Beth.
If you had Telegram, I'd send it to you.
I don't know how to have Telegram.
You just get the app.
Well, I'll get the app, okay?
We'll talk about it later.
All right. Rabbit trails. We always do them.
Squirrel.
Now, the next one. Now, these next ones are 12 things to do on a mental health day. Okay, like some suggestions. I have number 1. If you like gardening, let me put this up here. I totally forgot. And you weren't going to remind me, were you?
Of what?
To put it up on the screen because I totally forgot. There we go.
I reminded you at some point.
The first one is gardening. If anybody out there loves gardening, it's the chair says that it's, I don't know what that C word is. What's the C word? Cathartic. What in the world does that mean?
Relaxing.
Okay. Why can't they just say relaxing? There's something relaxing about working outside with your hands. The person who wrote this said that she spends an afternoon pulling up weeds in her backyard, planting flowers, and tending to her herb garden. I love working in the ground. I have to use pots because I live in an apartment. I would love to be able to have an actual ground flower bed because the soil is different than what you use in a pot. I mean, totally different. And it does relax you. You feel like you've accomplished something, especially when you're pulling out weeds and you have a nice fresh flower bed again. It's really cool. Journaling is another one. I love to journal. And she says, of course, as a writer, she finds journaling extremely soothing. So do I. Sometimes you can identify emotions that you're feeling, and it helps if you write them down. I have learned, now this is my own personal opinion, that if I'm feeling a lot of stuff, and there she goes. Now that's her way of relaxing. Now, if I'm feeling a lot of stuff, putting stuff down on a paper helps to get it out of me. Okay. You can do anxiety journaling. Now, I can't do anxiety journaling. I have been told to do it, but when my anxiety is up, I can't think enough to write stuff down. But journaling can reduce stress levels. It has been proven. Now she's putting on the ears. Wait for the wig, people. Wait for the wig. I told her one day I'm going to get her a wig.
I figured it would throw her off.
I'm doing good.
I know you're not losing it.
Now going to a movie. Beth knows I love going to movies. She has got me hooked on going to movies. Before I met Beth, I think I'd only had been to the movies like 5 times in my life. And now we go at least every other month. And I love it. It's like you're not like on a like away from anything. You're like still here in our town, but you can like get into the movie because it's like the sounds all around you and everything. It's like you can like transport yourself right into the movie. It's so cool.
Speaking of transporting yourself. Oh, you're not finished.
I said there were 12, Beth.
Oh. Crap, we're just on number 4.
No. And what I like to do, and Beth knows I love doing it, getting a big tub of popcorn. I like to get the little dibs and Beth Wilson. And it's just really fun. I love it. It's so much fun. Go for a hike. Now, I love to hike. I love nature. And I just can't explain how calming it is to me just to be out with nature. I mean, if you see squirrels or deer well, that's all I've seen. So thankfully, I'm not sure how I feel. I'm not sure how I feel if I've seen a bear or anything. So, but I love hiking. Beth has taken me out hiking. We went one place with her brother that I would love to go back to because the waterfalls were spectacular. And I would love to just get some more pictures.
Died on that hike.
Huh?
We almost died on that hike.
Hey, we can do it again. We did it once. We can do it again. I'd love to get back out there. Now, take a yoga class. I'm not into yoga. Some people are, and that's great, but my body doesn't move the way it's supposed to move in yoga. I don't do the downward dogs thing or whatever. It's just not. Now, I've got some friends who love yoga, and their bodies can do it.
Oh, I'm doing
Mine can't.
meditation. I'm doing meditation.
Yeah,
not
yoga is
I
with
got,
all the different moves.
I got confused.
You could not do yoga because you'd have to put. You'd have to get on your knees and put your head down and your butt up in the air, downward dog style. I love watching it. I wish I could do it, but this is one of those things where it just ain't gonna happen. Okay. Declutter your space and your mind. Okay. Now, I am not a hoarder. I do know some people who are hoarders, though. They like to keep things that they don't need. Now, I will admit,
Are you trying to insinuate that I am?
I will admit, I like my craft supplies and I like my knickknacks. But I do not hoard clothes. I give clothes away to people who may need them. I do not have shoes that I have never worn. And I actually helped an elderly lady who had shirts that still had tags on them. And in my mind, it blows my mind because I just can't imagine, But when you declutter stuff, it helps you feel better. I love it when I'm going through my clothes for the seasons, because I go out I switch out my clothes from the summer fall to the spring summer to the fall winter. I do that, and every time I do that, I go through my clothes, and I love the feeling of giving it away, and it's a good feeling. It makes you feel good. It makes the other person feel good. Win-win. Now, okay. I'm sorry. Now that distracted me. Now, decluttering your mind. Decluttering your mind, again, is writing declutters your mind. If you're a songwriter or some type of musician, doing stuff like that declutters your mind. I know for Beth, watching TV helps her to declutter her mind because she doesn't have to think about anything. I know that. Everybody has their own way, and if you don't know how to do it, the internet is full of ideas, and you just take one and try it. And if that one don't work, try another, because I'll be honest with you, coping skills that I have, one may work one day and it won't work the next day. You have to have a toolbox, an arsenal of tools to use to help you function. And let's see here. Okay, I gotta go to my next page because I had to do this in a 2-page thing. All right. Now, get a massage or a facial. I've never had a facial. I've never had a massage. I do not want a massage. My body is too sore to have a massage. I've heard that they are very well. They are very good. If it's good for you, great. I've always wanted a facial. Somebody keeps promising me one, but we haven't had it yet. So and this one is not up there for some reason. Let me remove this here and get this one up here. I don't know why it didn't switch over. Let's see here. Don't know why it didn't switch over. I thought it would. Let's see here. Part 2, that's one I want. Lit up. No? Yeah, that's it. Okay. All right. They've switched things around on the StreamYard stuff, so I'm having to relearn it again. Now, volunteering. Now, I love to volunteer. I love to help. For me, it just gives me a sense of being able to do something good. and other people do it for other reasons. But volunteering, I like to do. Now, I have had anxiety with volunteering because there would be a lot of people around and I would have to step out. That is, for me, the only drawback to volunteering. So, going out to lunch. Again, that could be depending on the person. Now, because if you go out with somebody, you might have a good time. If you have social anxiety, you'll have to kind of pick and choose where you go, like I do. I'm getting better, but we all have to work at something. So, for me,
the next big trick is going to be going to a Qdoba or a Salsarita so that you can eat rice and beans and chicken and queso all in one bowl.
No, that will never. I gotta have my food separate. No, that will never happen. Okay, get coffee with a friend or loved one, or soda or tea or whatever it is. Okay, if it's after, well, I guess it don't have to be after whatever, but you can even get a beer or wine or whatever. Just if you get alcohol, be safe when you drive. But just spending time with someone you love, can help you immensely. So, and sleep. Sleep is oh so precious. We don't have sleep. We go nuts. Take it from me. I didn't have sleep for a long time, and I was starting to hallucinate. You have to have sleep. I mean, sleep, food, and water. We need that stuff. We cannot go without it. Plan a vacation or trip. Now, I'm not too sure about this one because growing up, we couldn't afford a vacation or a trip. So we just did picnics at the beach area that we lived in, So plan a vacation or a trip. Use your discretion on that. I like it when Beth and I go to the mountains. She knows I love the mountains. She does. She knows I love the mountains. She's been trying to get me to go to the beach, and I'm like, well, let's go. And she hasn't done it yet. So, I mean, I leave the beach part to her. So, but yeah, just these are some just random things that you can do. Just ideas of what you can do. To get you started on your mental health day, I mean,
and if all else fails, show this other picture.
Huh? Oh, yes.
You can say, alien, beam me up.
Now that's not what I seen.
I see alien, beam me up.
Do you want to know what I see in that picture?
I hate to think.
I see a face.
Where?
You look at the right at the top where the pink line is, and if you look, it's going down, and faintly you can see the line touch the blue, and then faintly you can see the line go from the blue down back around to the bottom, very faintly, and then you can see the little eyes in the top two squares. Beth.
This, folks, is how you test your own mental health. And on that note, we've hit more than 30 minutes.
Yep. And we are going to finish up, but I did want you to know that it is okay to take a mental health day. It really is. It's okay to take care of yourself. It's okay to take care of yourself. And I guess we have one more picture, and then we will sign off. Oh, you are so into fairy tales today, Beth. I mean, honestly, look at the mountains and I mean the aurora around the mountains.
To me, this is an example of flat Earth.
No. Look at the bottom. I mean, the bottom is coming down, so it's not flat.
This is under the oceans.
No, that's in the sky. That's like another fairy tale land with mountains and icicles hanging down from it.
I mean, we don't know. They keep talking about flat Earth and round Earth. We don't know what our Earth is, but I guess we'll learn one day. We'll learn the real truth.
Yeah, and I don't think it really matters.
Nope, it don't.
You know, in the long run, I don't think it really matters. But I hope y'all enjoyed today. We had a lot of laughs. I hope you got something out of having a mental health day. And we will not be doing a video on Mother's Day because we will be spending it with Beth's mom, because my mom's passed. So I hope y'all have a great Mother's Day, those mothers out there, and those who are mothers to fur babies or aunts or whomever. I hope y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.
Don't forget, be good to you.